Welcome back to Whispers in the Dark, where the lights flicker low, the wind whispers secrets, and the night never ends. Tonight, I've got something special for you. A story about laughter. The kind that doesn't fade when the show is over. The kind that echoes through empty halls and never stops. So dim your lights, put on your headphones, and whatever you do, if you hear laughter behind you, don't turn around. They called it Harlequin Park. Once it was a place of joy. A small-town amusement park with candy-striped tents, a Ferris wheel that glittered over the lake, and the sweet smell of popcorn drifting on summer air. But now it was just bones, rust, weeds, and silence. And somewhere deep inside, a rumor whispered from one kid to another about a clown that never left. They said his name was Giggles, and if you stayed in the park after midnight, he'd find you, not to perform, but to finish the show. It started as a dare, like all bad stories do. 4 friends from Ridgeway High: Eli the skeptic, Jordan the loud one, Mia, who filmed everything for a ghost hunting TikTok, and Theo, the quiet one, the kind who smiled at all the wrong moments. They parked their beat-up van by the chain-link fence on a Friday night in October. The no trespassing signs were more suggestion than law. Jordan laughed as he shook the fence. Come on, it's just an abandoned park. What's the worst that could happen? Clown jumps out and honks my nose. Mia rolled her eyes. That's the point, genius. People say the clown's real. The park shut down after the incident in '97. Eli scoffed. Urban legend. Every town's got one. Dead mascots haunted schools. Let's get some footage and leave. Theo didn't say a word. He was staring at the dark outline of the Ferris wheel against the moon, like he was remembering something. They climbed through the fence. Inside, the air changed, colder, stiller. The smell of rust and old sugar filled their noses. The park stood frozen in time. Faded murals of smiling faces. Ticket booths caked in moss. The faint creak of metal swaying in the wind. Somewhere in the dark, a faint laugh drifted, high-pitched, distant, and broken. Mia froze. Did you hear that? Eli smirked, probably a raccoon, but his voice didn't sound convinced. They found the old big-top tent at the heart of the park. Its once red canvas was now dull and sagging, the fabric fluttering with every whisper of wind. Inside, rows of broken benches faced a collapsed stage. A faded banner still hung over it. Harlequin Park presents Giggles the Great. Jordan turned his flashlight on and whistled. Creepy, but kinda cool. Mia filmed, narrating into her phone. We're inside the big top. The legend says Giggles never finished his final show. Some say the audience disappeared that night. Others say they're still here. Her light flickered. Then the sound faint, but real, a balloon squeaking against something. Theo tilted his head. That's not the wind. From the shadows at the far end of the tent, a shape moved. Slow, deliberate. A pale balloon floated forward, string dragging on the ground. Then another, and another, each one printed with a sloppy red smile. Jordan forced a laugh. Okay, who's doing that? Seriously. Eli scanned the darkness. Nobody's there. Then the spotlight flicked on by itself. The entire tent bathed in a sickly yellow glow. And there, center stage, stood Giggles. He wasn't what they expected. Not a cartoonish figure in bright colors, but tall, lean, his makeup cracked like old porcelain. His eyes were hollow pits ringed in black. The smile painted across his mouth didn't hide the real one beneath, wide, wet, and real. He bowed slowly. The sound of his squeaky shoes echoed like a scream in the hollow tent. Ladies, he rasped, voice dragging across the air like sandpaper. And gentlemen, the show must go on. Eli stammered, "What the hell?" Giggles snapped his gloved fingers. The lights above them burst to life, flickering, revealing empty seats now filled with shadows. Rows and rows of silhouettes, unmoving, watching. Mia gasped, dropping her phone. The camera lens caught it all, the clown's grin, the balloon drifting to her feet, and the whisper, "Smile for the camera." They ran, through the tent, out into the park. The laughter followed, shrill, mechanical, bouncing off every rusted ride. Eli screamed, "Where's the exit?" But every turn led them back to the center, back to the big top. Mia's phone buzzed in her pocket. A notification. Live stream started. The screen glitched. Her own face appeared pale, trembling. But behind her, in the frame, the clown's face loomed close, whispering in her ear. Yet when she turned, nothing. Jordan tripped over a broken popcorn stand, cutting his leg. "We're going in circles." Theo stopped running. He was staring at the carousel, where horses slowly turned despite the rust. One of them had a balloon tied to its neck. "I think," he murmured, "he's not chasing us. He's playing." They stumbled toward the carousel, its tinny music box still playing, warped and off-key. The horses' eyes were black pits, their mouths frozen mid-scream, and in the center platform, Giggles, turning slowly, head cocked. He held something in his hand, a clown mask, half melted. "This was my home," he said softly. "They shut it down, left me here, but the laughter never stops." He looked at Theo. "You remember, don't you?" The others froze. Theo's eyes flickered. "No." Giggles stepped closer. "Oh, I think you do. You were here that night. You laughed with the rest. You watched the fire." Eli grabbed Theo's arm. "What's he talking about?" Theo whispered, "My parents, they worked here. The night it burned. They said it was an accident, but..." Giggles lunged. The lights burst, plunging them into blackness. All that remained was laughter, close, deafening, all around. Mia screamed as something cold brushed her face. Eli's flashlight flickered, revealing words painted across the horses in dripping red. Every show needs an audience. They split up. Eli and Jordan ran toward the Ferris wheel, desperate for height, for light, anything. Half the structure was collapsed, the cabins swaying like bones on strings. Jordan climbed first, panting. "We can see the way out from up there." But halfway up, Eli froze. The metal creaked beneath him. And from below, he heard the unmistakable sound of a rubber horn. Honk, honk. He looked down. A single balloon was tied to the ladder beneath him, floating up. Jordan reached the top, laughing breathlessly, until he saw it. Across the park, the tents glowed faintly, and beneath them, tiny shapes moved, dozens of figures, jerky, puppet-like, wearing half-melted masks. There, he whispered, the audience. Eli looked up. What? But Jordan didn't answer. His body twitched, and then, slowly, he began to laugh. A shrill, mechanical laugh that wasn't his. The Ferris wheel turned slowly, groaning, and Eli realized the control booth was empty. The wheel was turning on its own. Below, giggles waved, and then the laughter cut off, replaced by a single sharp snap. The wheel shuddered. Jordan's cabin fell. Eli didn't look down. Back at the big top, Mia stumbled inside, dragging Theo with her. She was sobbing, voice trembling. "We have to stop it." He said the show must go on. What if we end it? Theo stared at the stage. End it how? Giggle's voice drifted through the tent, softer now. With a bow, he stepped out of the shadows, holding a torch. The same kind used in the fire that destroyed the park in '97. The final performance, he said, wasn't mine. It was yours. He threw the torch. The tent ignited instantly. The flames crawling up the canvas like living things. Theo grabbed Mia's hand. Run. But Giggles blocked the exit. His makeup melted in the heat, revealing raw, burned flesh beneath. His grin didn't fade. He whispered, "Laugh for me." Theo lunged, slamming him into a support beam. The roof cracked. Fire rained down. Mia crawled toward the camera, still recording, and screamed. "If anyone finds this..." The screen went black. A week later, the sheriff found the van. Empty, doors open. Inside, a phone battery dead. Its final video, corrupted except for one frame. A single image. A burned clown mask, half smiling, and behind it, a new painted banner on the big top, now starring the laughing shadows. And beneath, 4 new names, handwritten in dripping red. If you enjoyed tonight's story, The Laughing Shadows, remember to leave a like and subscribe, because the show never really ends here. And maybe next time you pass an old theme park, listen closely. You might hear a balloon squeak or a laugh just behind you. Good night, my friends, and sweet screams.